Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking another look here at DOT and see what's going on with Polkadot. I got a lot of requests from this here recently, so of course, is a community member that asked for me to cover this. Thanks again so much for the request. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, if you want to become a better trader, consider joining my trading community where we all learn and grow together. Amazing experience. Weekly roundtable discussions. We have Trading Academy where I teach you how to become a better trader. And then of course, I send out signals for every single trade that I take so you can follow along and understand a little bit more about how to effectively plan out your trades in this type of environment. So let's go ahead and take a look here at DOT and see what's going on. So we're under the 50-day SMA, so this is good and bad. Good in the sense that we're finally to the point where we're testing the 50-day SMA. But bad, of course, is initially getting rejected. Very standard when it's a key level Fibonacci retracement line of $18.56. So it's pretty standard for any type of SMA line. They usually line up concurrent with key level resistances. So for right now, we can see that breaking through 1850 would be very ideal because that would put us up over 50 on the RSI as well. So it's kind of a tentative line of resistance there. Once we break above and close above, though, just say we close at 19 or 1875 or higher, then we'll be in really good shape to consider this to be more so bullish on the long term. Okay. In other words, this recent trend is finally most likely going to be coming to an end because of the fact that we are going to be back up above the 50-day SMA. Because if you look at its history, DOT's done very well as soon as it breaks above the cloud, or correction, as soon as it breaks above the SMA, the 50-day SMA, it has a tendency of continuing much higher. Now, granted, of course, this is concurrent with Bitcoin's success back in July and August, but on the same accord, same thing could be said right now too, where Bitcoin is on an ascending pattern right now. It looks like we're just slowly trending up closer to 46,000, and at this point, we're looking pretty good here to see, a slow progression from Bitcoin. If we can continue that self-sufficiency, that lack of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, then a coin like this here, DOT, will continue to rise, right? So again, we always got to respect and understand the fact that Bitcoin is controlling the market, and the sooner you come to terms with that, the better. It's a terrible, unfortunate circumstance in crypto, but it's just the way that it works. All right, now take a look here at the 4-hour chart. We're also getting rejected by the 200-day SMA presently. It's trying though, and what's great is Bitcoin's kind of on a downtrend right now, and DOT's on an uptrend. So I think this is a very good sign. There's a potential breakout from DOT. We are making higher lows and higher highs so far on the 4-hour time frame. That's extremely important. Because if this second high wasn't there, then we'd be kind of going sideways in a channel, and sometimes it doesn't always break the upside. But this is more likely than not going to continue past 1856. So if we can get a close above 1856 going to the weekend, I think that'd be a very, very good sign. Taking a look at the RSI, we're up over 50. I'd love to see that on the 4-hour time frame and stay within that 70 range. So as long as we stay under 70 here, we just continue this nice little staircase pattern, we'll be in really good shape to continue to see the price progress upwards. So phenomenal stuff here from DOT. I really like the 4-hour time frame. We're kind of right in between both moving averages. That's perfectly fine. It'll probably take a little bit of time to average itself out and then leg up again. But all in all, we are only 5 4-hour candlesticks. So we're only 20 hours into this continuation pattern. So we hypothetically have another 4 more 4-hour candlesticks, basically 16 hours, roughly a half a trading day for the price to continue to progress upwards. Because as you can see here previously, we got a nice little 9 here from DOT, came down to a 6 and got a reset. Now we're up to a 5. So once again, this continuation comes up. We could even see it break today, possibly over the next 4 hours to the upside to break that resistance. If it doesn't, we could see some consolidation and or retracement down to the next key level fib at 1750. And that would effectively still give us higher lows, right? And higher highs are still maintaining. So this is all good stuff here. Ultimately, we do not like to see anything. You want to establish a trend, right? And a deviation from that could imply a switch or a turnaround. But right now, if you take a look at this here, we're obviously within a channel, and it's trying to break out and continue to progress upwards. So now that we've addressed that we're in this channel here, we can understand that we're more so going to remain consistent. And as long as we don't deviate from that, and this next low isn't too much lower than 1750, we should be in a good experience, or good shape rather, to have a positive experience for the price to continue upwards. All right, so again, that's just something to kind of pay attention to and look at. So that being said, look at the 1 hour and we'll call it a day here. TD sequential, we did hit a 9 here, so it makes sense that we're getting a little reset. So there's a likelihood we could come down to 1750 soon. I would say a good dollar cost average target would be 1750, 1755, right? Just above that level to ensure you get filled. That being said, With this being at a 9 here, that is all well and good. I'm willing to guess we're up above the cloud now. We are. We had a nice little Ichimoku cloud breakthrough here recently, so that would have been a good indication of a breakout. And furthermore, too, a lagging span hasn't intersected with the price action, so we got about 12 to 16 hours worth, again, continuation until that happens. It's interesting how we have about that same amount of time on TD sequential telling us we're going to become overextended if we go too much further. Same thing happens here. This will tell us if we don't get past that point, then we want to close our position because the lagging span is going to intersect with price action. So hypothetically, the price breaks this resistance line, lagging span will continue to progress upwards, and we'd have a case in point we'd want to keep our position open, right? Not telling you to sell your position at all. This is definitely still a good signal. It's telling us that, hey, we've got 3 out of 3 indicators here in the cloud, giving us a check mark to stay in our position for the moment. Right? Heaven forbid it comes down and bounce off 1750, perfectly fine. Add to your position, take it to the upside. But this is trending positively, and there's no reason for it to want to discontinue based on the fact that it's making higher highs and higher lows. And at this point, even though we're not truly there on the 1 day, that'll translate into the 1 day eventually. So once we get over this key level resistance here, that is getting held down presently by the 50-day SMA, we're going to be in really good shape to see a continuation of the upside. So pay attention to higher highs and higher lows in the 4-hour time frame. Make sure we continue to have that. If the next low is lower than 1750, I would get a little more concerned, but ultimately I think that we should expect this to continue upwards, and the channel currently is ascending. That's excellent. That's exactly what we want. So I hope this shed some light on your questions. I don't know if that helped answer your questions, but I would say that I'm tentatively bullish on DOT. Today's a very good day. Up 7% when Bitcoin's kind of misbehaving. It's a pretty good sign. Higher highs and higher lows. We're just getting rejected by the 50. Once again, a close above 1856, just say 1860 is the round number, then I think we'd be in pretty darn good shape to see this continue to flourish. And we should be able to break our most previous high at 1961. All right, so all good stuff here. I hope you found benefit. If you did, comment below, let me know. If not, that's okay too. Consider becoming a community member. Link in the description below there, CryptoCache.tech. I teach you how to become a better trader, and of course, provide you with signals for every single trade that I take, in case that is something that would be of interest to you. So you know how to kind of structure your trades based on this environment. We've been taking a lot of profits from Bitcoin recently, but you just got to understand, we're in a range trade right now. We're ranging between 37 and 46. So until that breaks and we break that ascending pattern that we're in right now, it's all well and good. We can continue to play that game. Other way, hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.